All right, let's see here. I want to pull up my Fireside chats on YouTube here. Let's find, wait, I'm not there. What? What's going on here? I want to find my videos on YouTube here. I typed in Fireside chat and I'm not the first video. I'm scrolling down and I don't even see it. I'm not at the top. I scroll down and nothing. Who is this FDR guy? He's like really old. They didn't even have YouTube back then. And this guy has 1 million more views than me. God, this is so sad. Why do I even try? I give up. I'm sorry, guys. This is probably going to be my last Fireside chat. I can't keep going on like this. What's the point? Anyways, this past week was another good week of training. We had our hardest workouts of the year, and all of us handled it like the future champions that we are going to be. We saw another indoor meet at Homewood Flossmoor and saw some very solid performances that showed some major improvements from many of our athletes. This upcoming week is going to be an exciting one. Everyone, and I mean everyone, if you're healthy, will be competing. I'm super excited to see how we will all do. All right, let's take a quick look at our schedule for the week. All right, share screen. All right, scrolling down here. All right, Monday, you guys have off. Must be nice. This guy doesn't have the day off. We are going to be training all week over at Allman. So make sure that you guys are ready and aware of where practices are this week. Monday is going to be a training run. We haven't had one of these in quite some time, but essentially it's going to be a run where I'm going to have you guys try to run faster than your average pace. Okay, varsity, you guys are going to run 4 to 7 miles, average 30 to 35 seconds faster than your easy run pace. Base and hybrid, yours is going to be very similar. I would like the first mile just to kind of get a good groove into it. And then miles to the end of your run should be 30 to 35 seconds faster than your normal run. Tuesday, as of right now, is an easy day for both groups. Wednesday is going to be a speed development day. Okay, here we're going to have different types of warm-ups, but essentially the workouts are going to be the same. First time that we can roll the same workout for both groups. Super exciting. But here we're going to do 2 sets of 4x200s. Here we're going to be working on our fast twitch muscles. So the first 3 reps are going to be kind of like at mile pace. And for the first 150 meters, and then we're going to sprint the last 50 meters. The last rep, we want to kind of simulate some 800 pace there. Last rep being of each set. Then we're going to get a cool down at. Thursday is going to be a recovery run. Okay. What's exciting about this week is, like I said, everyone is going to be racing. So depending on where you race, if you race at Glenbrook South, which is going to be more of a JV race, you will be racing on Friday. Saturday, if you are varsities / top fresh soft athletes, you will be racing on North Central. When you guys, or where and when you guys will be racing will be given out to you guys on Tuesday of this week. And more information about when those meets are going to be posted later in the week. Sunday is going to be a recovery run. Okay. Everything that we're doing, you can see lots of strides this week, mostly because if you guys are running a race the day before, I would want you guys to do strides. Obviously, if you guys are racing, strides are already built into what we do. Okay. All right. So there is our schedule for the week. All right. Our last theme ever is going to be on perseverance. One thing that is unavoidable in this sport is pain. And I'm not talking about the pain like shin splints or other injuries that give us a limp or keep us out from running. I'm talking about the pain that inflicts our minds and our hearts. This pain can come from anywhere. In sports, it can be a bad performance in big races or a string of bad performances, one after another. It could be getting injuries after injuries. It could be losing to someone that seems like no matter how hard you tried, there's no way to win. Now, these are just what happens in sports. We can all pinpoint a moment or moments in our lives outside of sports where we can look back and remember the pain of our low points in our life. Without knowing it, many of us have shown perseverance before and we got better. But in sports, though, it's a skill that needs to be constantly used and constantly remembered. In a season, there will be many bad training days, bad races, opponents that have better days than us, and injuries. The ups and downs of a track season is a roller coaster of emotions, and having the skill of perseverance is vital for a team to get better. The difference between success and failure is how you react to setbacks. So what do we do to show perseverance? Here's Coach Stu's 4 steps. 1, learn from it. Forget the pain. When we get a punch in the stomach, most of the time we focus on the pain and we want to forget about the event. These moments suck. We don't want to talk about it. For some, this could cause us to stop working hard and even worse, put doubts on our talents. We might lose the motivation that was helping us to get better. This is the moment when perseverance needs to kick in. Those that use perseverance experience these moments, but they are short-lived. They experience the pain, but they use the moment to their advantage. They look at the how and the why this happened part of the moment and learn from it. This might be a quick, and sometimes it takes time, but the athlete is trying to figure it out. Most importantly, the pain is forgotten. They have what Coach Stu alludes to as turn the page. It's easier said than done, but if you truly love what you do, it becomes easier. Here's when we apply that positive mindset that we talked about last week in my Fireside chat. Responding negatively to a negative situation can create negative future results. We are a program that is going to grow that positive mindset. We are going to use these moments to get better. Coach Stu's number 2 step to perseverance is reconfirm your motivation. Reestablish the why and establish it again. After these moments, those that have perseverance find the motivation to move on. They don't lose the why they want to reach their goals. They are still set on their goals. Or if they didn't reach their goals, they recreate new ones. These moments, if we learn from them, can only add to our motivation. There are many reasons why the older athletes have more success. One major reason is that they have perseverance. They've built experiences through the years that have given them the motivation to reach their goals and to keep getting better. Number 3, you got to have grit. Come back more determined than ever. More focus, more intensity. Realize that pain is a part of the sport. Those that show perseverance are willing to push through it. To show perseverance in action, be willing to push yourself to limits that you didn't think were possible before. Embrace the time that is needed to get better. Remember, we don't use the word can't in our program anymore. Be willing to make sacrifices and to get dirty. Work ethic and attitude is a choice. And which brings me to my last one. Number 4, fight. Don't let anyone doubt what you can do. When the moment comes, be willing to compete as best as you can. In the dark moments when we experience in races, get ready to fight. Enjoy the battle and enjoy the now of that moment. A lot of perseverance is choice. You can choose to work hard. You can choose to compete. You can choose to get better. Perseverance is not easy, but getting better isn't either. What will you choose? Which brings us to our shout out for the week. Coach Stu's shout out this week is Caleb. If there's one person on this team that has shown perseverance, it is Caleb. I don't think I can count on my hands the amount of injury that Caleb has had the last 2.5 years. Each time Caleb tried to come back stronger, he was only greeted with another setback. I believe that if this happened to most people, they would have given up or chosen another sport, but not Caleb. He never lost his passion for this sport. He remembered the why. And even though I'm sure there were moments of doubt, he never lost the motivation that he can be the best. One thing that I love about Caleb is his grit. If you see him in the cardio room, you can tell that he's working his hardest. It's not just the intensity, but you can see the fight that he's showing to get better. All that hard work and perseverance paid off this last week when he finally got a chance to race the 800 meters. He finished 2nd overall in a close race. He ran 2:03, and he's starting to show everyone outside of this program his talents. I can't wait to see what is ahead for him. We should all be more like Caleb. Well, except for locking his keys in the car. The dude has locked his keys in the car like 5 times. Anyways, with all this talk about perseverance and not giving up, it got me thinking, I'm going to keep this show going. I'm not going to let FDR and his fireside chats let me down. I love what I do here, and I hope it's helping you guys get better. I'm coming for you, Franklin. Anyways, we got a big week of meets, and I can't wait to see what we can do. Let's be willing to fight next weekend to be the best that we can be. Coach Stu, over and out.